So one of our methods for unlocking new jobs was completing the allied societies, formerly known as the Beast Tribes, so that we can unlock some of those side stories that a lot of people tend to just skip over for the most part. Out here in the Sea of Cloud, let's go ahead and get started with our allied societies by hanging out with even more of these giant birdmen and helping them deal with a bunch of tempered giant birdmen. But before we get going on all of the society quests, there are a couple things I've been doing over the last month and a half. Yeah, it's a long time to be doing things that don't really fit into a whole video of their own, so I guess I'll talk about them quickly and get them out of the way. The first... Oh, hi there, little Alpha and Omega. You guys are out here hanging out with the birds, too. You may have noticed this general tab has been lighting up green a lot more than it usually does. While I'm over here on my nobody tab, the one that I use to have nothing, so that I don't have to cover it with a chat cover. The reason behind that is I rejoined the Novice Network. Some people are probably going, why would you bother doing that? Why ever join the Novice Network? And I had that instinct as well. I ditched the Novice Network years ago on my main and never looked back. But what I didn't think about for over 2 years of doing these free trial videos is that this is a free trial character. I can't invite people to parties. I can't form parties. I can't use Party Finder. I'm an idiot for not putting this character in the Novice Network day one and keeping him there. That is a good place to do that. I've been having to do all of that party finding type stuff through Discord, a bunch of different Discords that are all about like creating parties to do content together. That works. It sure does work. But it's a lot of extra work to do that. Putting parties together, especially for things like finding coils, was a pain in the ass to get parties together for, because most people don't want to do this. You're not going to find most people in game, even through Novice Network, who would want to do that, but you might find someone who could at least help you form PFs, right? Someone who's a subscribed player that might be able to form PFs for you, maybe come with you in the content, or at least help you recruit some people without having to go straight out into Discord and desperately beg people to join you. So Novice Network is actually fairly useful. Now, for anyone who suddenly went, oh yeah, I completely forgot about that. Maybe I should join Novice Network. When I said that, there's a good chance you might have already, on like day one, someone probably invited you. There's a good chance you already left, and there's a good chance you already hit automatically decline all further invites, and you've never heard from the Novice Network again, which is why you may have forgotten about it, because it's why I forget the Novice Network exists, because I auto-decline all invites. So if you did auto-decline all future invites, then the first thing you need to do is type /Novice Network invitation space on. Typing that command will remove the auto decline feature. The next thing you do is go to one of the crowded areas, like one of the main 3 city-states. I'm in Old Limsa, Gridania, those would work just fine as well, where there's a bunch of people gathered around. And then just ask. It's as simple as something like, say, could I get a Novice Network invite? And then be polite about it. Please. Right? Just say something like that in Say Chat. Maybe it makes some people a little uncomfortable to just say something like that in Say Chat randomly around a bunch of players you don't know. I don't know. It's a little awkward, but no one cares. Believe me, no one cares. You say that in a populous area like one of the main 3 city-states, someone's gonna kick you a Novice Network invite in like a second. If for some weird reason it doesn't work in the city-state you're in, teleport to one of the other 2 and say it again. So I have been getting a lot of Novice messages from people because I've been keeping up with it. One of the other reasons I joined Novice Network, other than, oh yeah, there's a way in game for even free trial players to do sort of party stuff. It's called Novice Network. You can just ask for help and people will help you with stuff. I'm going to be honest with you. I was getting kind of lonely in this game. That seems crazy in an MMO, but the fact is I don't do a lot of party stuff or group stuff. And when you're on free trial, your other friends or whatever are probably off spending time in Occult Crescent while you're busy dicking around in Heavensward and Stormblood kind of thing. You know what I mean? I don't have a lot of free trial friends. Maybe I'll make more now that I'm part of the Novice Network. I'm kind of used to on my main, I'm pretty much constantly having something kicking off in like an FC chat or a link shell chat, sort of filling up my general with just general day-to-day, moment-to-moment. Oh, here's what my friends are doing. Here's what they're up to. That's interesting. Maybe I'll join them. Maybe I won't. I got like none of that with no money for like years. I got basically none of that. I just was alone in an MMO for most of my time with no money, and frankly, it was getting kind of lonely. So being able to hop on and then just see a bunch of people chatting it up in Novice Network and see what they're talking about and what they're hanging out, what they're doing, what they're looking to run. The ability to do more party stuff as a free trial character easier through Novice Network, and the ability to just sort of have people chatting it up in your general log while you're doing your daily things and maybe even interact with them and talk back to them and stuff is nice. Your mileage may vary. The Novice Network is server dependent, which means if the people in the Novice Network on your server are a bunch of jackasses or crazy people or whatever, then your mileage is going to vary. Anyway, that's one thing. The other thing, and let's actually change up my glamour for this one, and we'll head out to the Gold Saucer, is that the Yokai Watch event is going on at the moment. Now, the Yokai Watch, it's kind of a lot about minions and mounts, but it's mostly about weapons, getting yokai-inspired weapon glams, right? So part of me was thinking, maybe I'll save that footage for when I do my ARR relics. And then I remembered, oh wait, ARR relics suck ass and take forever. It's probably going to be another year before I can put out my ARR relic video. By the time I put out my ARR relic video, the next Yokai Watch event in 3, 4, 5 years will probably be running. No reason to wait till then. So I'm just gonna stick that stuff in here right now. I went through the Yokai Watch story really quickly, and I've gone and I've gotten all the minions and actually the weapons and all that stuff. I've like fully completed the event. And that pretty much takes care of all the weird little side stuff I've been doing recently, which means let's go ahead and get back to doing the actual content for today. Allied Society time. Zundu spies, an word of activity in Vundu mock. Alright, so go beat up some of the bad guys and save some of their spies and all that. Oh my word, what is this? Nice headdress. We seek freedom from cruelty of Vundu. Vundu live only to serve almighty Vundu. Oh, yeah. So some smaller tribe that's like slaves to the bigger tribe that are basically all rolled to Bismarck. Oh god, they're such cowards too. Yeah, doing their little war dances. They're all cowering in fear at the dancing. Such power! I do not understand the cultural significance of your dancing, so I'm not afraid of it at all. Yeah, you go ahead and keep beating on your chest. I'm just gonna spear all of you. Don't pick a fight with an overleveled Dragoon, idiots! Not unless you want the pointy stick! Even most violent Gale could not topple you. Stand as totem against Vundu's Sundrop dance. Linu Vali of the Gundu tribe. Gundu invaded Gundu lands and curse our totems. Summoning the white, conquering other tribes. Yeah, So these are the survivors, the very few survivors of a tribe that the Vundu like destroyed and then enslaved whoever lived. So now they want me to take them to the Zundu so they can ask for aid. Gundu uprising, and now they're desperate for protection. Zundu welcome you with open arms. How fares your brother? Not great. So her brother's dangling from one of these islands in a cage. What will others say when they learn of this arrangement? We must help. Yeah, this is why he's the chieftain and you're just an idiot. Naki Island lies to west of Okzundu. Go forth and build a new home for your people. Fortune is great indeed to meet Netherling who defeats the white. And an island for Gundu to start anew. Yeah, so here's their new tiny, tiny island home. Lunavali is nothing but delicate hen. Delicate hen, says the giant bird woman. Arms thin as branches and legs dainty as a gale cat. Look at you compared to me, lady. Change comes fast and without warning. Linu possesses not the courage to lead. Unfortunately, you're the only one who kinda can right now. New Gundu village must have one worthy of Grand Vanu's settlement. Naki is ancient Vanu word for winds. To honor tribe of Gundu village's name is Ok Gundu Naki. And that finishes that. Now they're just barely getting started on their tiny, tiny island home until I go and run a bunch of dailies and start doing quests for them. Rumors of Vanu who still live among the villages remains. Cannot leave members of tribe to mercy of Vundu. Must find lost Vanu before they do. As soon as she begins searching village, Ranu Vali comes running towards her with smile like nestling reunited with mother. Another Gundu, Inuvanu, leaps to island below to escape. Hello, Inu. Like double rainbow, her coming brings joy. Let us go meet her. Yay, we found a couple of survivors from her tribe. A botanist who crafted the little garland that Linu wears, and apparently a fisherman, he looks like. Oh, here come the Vundu. Now is not time for fighting, now is time for sun drop dance. Can you do the sun drop dance? Like, can you actually terrify them? Well, Sky's weep in embarrassment, a pathetic dance. They're stupid dances, man. Yeah, she failed miserably. Bye, idiots. Just get shredded. Luna once takes pride in sun drop dance. Now her pride is gone. Now we can grow and catch our own food without relying on generosity of others. Yeah, they have a botanist and a cloud fisher that just showed up. Like, they should be better off food-wise for a while. Hey, some botany going on. And that looked like maybe it was a beehive or something. And there he is, fishing up some food, too. Ranu shares secrets of Gundu botany. Linu spent long hours exchanging advice with Zundu cloud fishers, as well as with pride at success of village. Shame still nags at her like single midge buzzing in ear. Yeah, if she cannot perform sun drop dance in heat of battle, she's no more used to... Okay, so she needs to be able to perform her sun drop dance. Her friend notices group mercilessly beating Vanu wearing Gundu colors. Another Gundu approaches the group shouting no more violence, but the Vundu mock his pleas and chase him from village. Linu has old friend Ginu Vanu, who says same thing ever since nestling days. Must help him before he faces punishment. Gundu rebels! Uh-oh. He just shouts out like a patrol at us, just to mess with us. Turn with us to Gundu Naki. Share knowledge of Gundu carpentry to make our modest village grand. Gundu patrol. Hide before they pluck our feathers. Linu practiced sun drop dance day and night. Now it's time to prove herself. Alright, Linu, what can you do? Can you do anything? I mean, she's able to do the dance now, but it doesn't seem like it's scaring them very much. Oh, nope, there she goes. She's powering up. They just run away in fear. Gundu Naki is alive with the sound of celebration, and Linu's vitally dances. Gundu Naki still lacks a leader. No, it doesn't. Like, she can't see it, but she's very wrong about them lacking a leader. Ah, now they have some little pallets of, like, wood and a couple of buildings and structures around. Time to rescue brother. They're moving her brother's sky cage. So this is our best chance to get it in transit, basically. Wow, there's a bunch of these guys just standing around his cage for some reason. We live! No, no, no. Put away the spear, tiny potato. It's time to dance. Ugh. It's interesting, the sun drop dance seems to be gendered. If you notice, the male version has him do the two hands like a salute to the head, where the female version has her do the two hands like a salute to like her chest. Nomani has strong ties with Zundu, and in their kindness they grant the Gundu refugees an island to rest on, far away from Vundu. Zundu spare Zundu, no building bears the scars of the blah 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 blah. Zundu buys this piece of blah, blah. Oh god, great. So while Linuvali has had a decent relationship with the Zundu and been forging ties of friendship and all of that, now her brother's gonna walk in, act like a jackass, and start disrupting that. Warriors fight for their freedom. Okay, but your entire tribe got wiped out and you were stuck dangling in a cage till we came and found you. Yeah. Even Linuvali is like, will you shut up, brother? Sister scolds Linuvali. She becomes bolder with the passing of moods. She's already proven to be a decent leader, even if she doesn't believe that about herself. You came in and started swinging your dick around. Let's just go home already. And that finishes up that one, which is what? Do we have like the chief's hut set up now? Yeah. They've finished construction of the chief's hut. Your brother is a terrible leader. Got it. Must do something before tensions grow. Gundu shall hold a feast. Impress ask Nomani to gather a mineral most precious, Avalathian rock salt. Okay, so I'm off to gather the salt. Oh, I brought back the salt. Where's your sister? Obtain such a mineral, no easy task. What does she hope to use this for? To fix the problems you're creating. Because of my rudeness that she goes to such trouble. At least he acknowledges that fact. She's no longer frightened nestling. To leave her alone in the wilds bring glory. Okay, so now you want me to go save your sister from some ambush. Well, look at that. She went and got herself ambushed. Who'd have known? Wow, that was quick. Maybe it smells Linu's catch. Fish is so plump. Leftovers from ffxiv for moons. So we're all just hanging out. Yup. The Gundu and the Zundu getting along now. A quest that basically would have been pointless if her brother hadn't been such a jerk when we first got him. Principal structures have been completed and the Zundu have sent flower. Oh, those are flowers? Okay, so all the basic structures are in and some plants are up now. Terrible news! Vundu learn of Oak Gundunaki's existence! Uh-oh. Chonu storms into Oak Zundu and demands Sonu surrenders us back to the Vundu. The Zundu bought time by sort of just trading and things like that with the Vundu, but they knew the Vundu were insane because of Bismarck. Fighting is not the only way. Send them fleeing with Sundrop dance. Zundu live peacefully for countless moons. They forget what it is to fight if they dance before Jivonu. Perhaps if Zundu see a mighty warrior Sundrop dance. A mighty warrior, you say? Dance, little potato. Dance with all the fury of the Vanu ancestors. Whoa! Such power, such strength. Fury of raging typhoon. The white himself cowers among the clouds. Oh, yep. So they erected a totem because I learned the dance. They put up a totem. It's nest side story. Oh, yeah, because they dance at each other. Scouts spot Vundu marching towards Ogzundu. Time has come to stand against them. Okay, time for us to all dance. Like, nice bird head, Birdman. Dance, birds, dance! Vanuvanu's children are as foolish as him. For sharing your father's fate, bask in the fury of true warriors. Hey, dummies! Uh-oh. Even our warriors are starting to back down a bit now, but not her. Hey, Tiny Potato's not afraid to dance. I've spent the last, like, 2-3 months helping you guys. This battle is not just between you, okay? This is my battle at this point. So stupid. I'm like barely knee-high on any of them. Just lead the dance. I do love that this entire storyline just boils down to a dance-off because of their, like, traditions. Full on Dragon Ball powering up stuff. That's so dumb. That's right, you retreat. To bluster and bellow, but their courage wilts before it ends. Yeah, everybody's all happy and proud now. Time for celebration! Let's feast! Tiny Potato and his gigantic feathered friends. Aha, another totem. Does this one represent the other tribe? Yeah, Zundu's Solidarity. Yeah, when I saw it was red, I'm like, oh, this is the other tribe, right? Yeah. Okay, now it is time for us to move on to the Vath. Newcomer to Lothas Vath, huh? Not yet proved himself and has no name. Well, he doesn't seem to be doing too well. Out of one mind, we are Vath. Yeah, I don't care. He's a two-headed badger snatch. He isn't going anywhere. Tried to steal stuff. Only we can find a way to release ourselves from this pitiful life. And he's like, well, if you insist, and just pulls out his axe. He's like, you misunderstand. Looks like he's gonna have to work off the stuff he took to feed himself. Of course, I ain't fool enough to let him go alone. Yeah, so now I have to go with him and help him. You intend to run away? You will never again be able to move freely. Yeah, I'd ask you to bear the entire burden. One sapling should be enough. Okay, so I had to go kill one Melia. That was easy. Give me more than your deck call for. His branch will make for fight arrow. Okay, cool, great, whatever. It's the first time he's ever been useful to anyone. Since you brought me more than a fortnight's worth, I'll even throw in a small reward, a sack of Giesel greens to take home to your kid. More of the food he stole, yay! We offer fair pay to adventurers willing to take on. Well, yeah, oh great, he first time this Vath has ever heard the phrase adventurer. Those who travel to the wilds of their own accord risk life and limb all for the sake of these rewards. I mean, basically, it's called fetch questing. Such excitement, such fortune! We want to become an adventurer! Come across an adventurer requested Giesel greens as a reward. We'd be willing to compensate for all his work. More crunchy greens and juicy flesh. Meat too? Cool. Your name is we hope he has not been a burden on you. He's discovered a whole new way of life. He's no hunter, he is an adventurer, and you are a burden no more. Look at what we have brought you. Strange looking plants, they have such a delightfully bitter taste. Our purpose, we will become an adventurer. Except he doesn't really know anything about how to be one. Yes, time to open an adventurer's guild. Metals for our defenses. Clay for our walls. The One Mind knows this. They seek to impoverish us. You rely on us, storyteller. We shall travel the realm and offer our services in exchange for resources. Well, the realm? You mean to cross the hunter's borders to lands beyond? It's too dangerous. What adventurers do. Explore unknown lands, meet their peoples, and take greater rewards. Somehow he's already figured out how to be a fetch quester. How will you know when your services are required? Well, that's easy. An adventurer's guild. This is your solution. You must start your own. Some of your brothers and sisters will want for purpose. Seek them out. And so the Vath open an adventurer's guild with literally one adventurer on the roster. Me. And he found a name for himself, Vath Deft Arm. Mr. Generous to help us with our clients says, yeah, a great adventurer's guild. You've got one adventurer, and it's the guy who helped open the guild. Watch you and learn many things. You trade for cannons with rewards we reap for our colony's defense. I mean, that'd be pretty good adventurers at that point. A bunch of bug guys running around the countryside, blowing things away. We have no fire sand. Ooh, boy. Spoke of a group of fleshlings who slay dragons for glory. So these dragon slayers use cannons like ours, but bigger. Okay, so he wants to go talk to the dragon killers in Kurthis West. An apprentice? Oh, where is this aspiring adventurer? It's a tiny little bug man. An enormous armed crab. I knew this day would come, so my reckoning. Many nights I buttered and supped upon its skin. I have no regrets. I'm an adventurer who will do any task you need, but I request fire sand as payment. Slay the lesser dragons which plague our camp at present, and fire sand you shall have. But no sampling batches for arrow chests. Nope. The people are gonna want you to do crazy stuff. Killing dragons is beyond my skill, but driving them away is the Vath specialty. Prepare fire outside of camp. I'll return once I've found the herbs I need. Oh great, we're gonna make more stink gas to drive the dragons away. Yay, green fart gas. Oh, yeah, it's tiny little dragons, little, like, tulahens and stuff. Yeah, he's right. Like, there would be nothing in it for a bunch of knights to slay little beasties like this. Apologies for doubting you, adventurer. I'll take as many herbs as you can offer. You have a guild. Excellent. It means the victors will be spared their time to concentrate on larger threats. You can count on our patronage. And the guild gets cannons. Holy crap. When he said cannons, I thought he meant like the little hand cannons that the Vath and Nath use. Those little staff with guns on the end of them. I didn't know he meant he had got actual cannons. The muskets we've stolen from the Nath have become unreliable, rust and break easily, lack proper metalworks to forge better muskets. Gentilot spoke of the goblins. Said they know a great deal about metalwork, so are we gonna help them make an alliance with Idleshire? Ah, Walkie Bug, many years since Drydock saw your kind. Before founding Free Nation, Gobby Pluck travel far and wide. When small gobby walkie bugs wielding boomsticks attack our tent ring. Oh, yeah, that would probably be them. If a baby gobby with Bloodyful could craft better boomstick. Want boomstick as quest prize? Collector's quarter filled with debris. Must go and clear away if you want boomstick. Clearing away rocks no duty for an adventure. Adventurers fight monsters. I've had far worse requests than this, you know? Is adventuring not supposed to be glorious? It's mostly grunt work. Master has done simple tasks like these on his own. I can't do it too. Just exhausted himself. Won't budge if my arms are tired. Perhaps a snack to rejuvenate me. What is the stinky sweet smell? Nonka eggs. Ah, cool. So he won't be able to do like heavy manual labor of moving big rocks, but he can get Nonka eggs for the goblins. The goblins refuse to show their faces to other people. This is the way for gobby kind. Tasty fresh like party and mouth. More stink eggs. We can alter the deal. You craft boomsticks and metalworks for Vath. I shall bring you more Nonka eggs. Leaf goblins enjoy same taste as we. He acts strange lately. Or he may have strayed to heed the whispers of the One Mind. His sense of self must be powerful to be truly freed from the threat of the One Mind. If he doubts his purpose, the link may grow stronger. So literally having self-doubt just destroys them. Yes, that is who I am. I'm an adventurer. Uh-huh. What am I doing so far from the colony? Yeah, he really almost lost himself. Thought I could overcome this on my own. Thought if I declared my purpose, the voices would vanish. Instead, they've grown louder. My mind is full of questions. I fear many things, but I fear losing myself. Yeah, well, there's that. Perhaps the One Mind still calls me because my purpose is not strong enough. Must do whatever it takes to become a capable adventurer. More tasks, more rewards. Armor now. Goofy little plates of armor. I think those models are probably Lalafell models is what they did to be like, yes, this will fit the Vath or goblins. So they probably just made those the Lalafell versions. Walls are made of clay. They required constant tending. Stealing stockpiles from deep inside. That's not. Till they became aware of our bold ventures. Listened to the One Mind and followed. They seem to have found other beds of clay in a domain even more dangerous near the Dragon Tower. So go ask the dragons if you could just mine the clay. Perplexing will compel us they to bring a Nath before me. Not of the Nath, I am an exile cast away from the colony. I am Vath. Only seek to secure clay from the sediment beds in your lands. Fortify our walls. If our walls crumble, the One Mind will surely seize our colony for their own. Clay's of little worth to us. She's like, but I can't grant that request just yet. Face our enemies, slay the nav. Yeah, gotta go walk right in and blow away some of your former brothers and sisters if you want to prove yourself to the dragons. Oh, yeah. His mind's opening up because he's so scared. And myself, I live for my purpose. Oh, is he actually managing to do it? God, I deny you. Blam! Yep. There you go. Nice sense of self reasserting itself. I mean, once again, I did most of the work, but he did blow away one nath, so there's that. Hooray, they can harvest clay now. Or shall be remembered. We desire only peace and any opportunity to strengthen our bonds. Yeah, okay. There we go. Now the dragons are gonna be our newest clients. I wonder what that'll give us. Storyteller, what news? Yeah, beds of clay for the colony, treated with the white dragon of the stone tower. We are parasites no more. Establish relations with the dragons besides. Much cause to celebrate. Nothing can stand in the way of... Oh. The one mind is, not happy with him, I don't think. Malignant flesh scourge of our body. To a place you are ever bound to us. Blowing up vessels to hold our volition. And using the deaf term this entire time. Deformations heap all these words. Your existence irritates us. We will suffer it no more. Oh, is there going to be an actual fight? Curse the overmind taking over my thoughts as he pleases. Do what you will, but we are not leaving. Our purpose is to tell our story. Oh yeah, because he's the storyteller. At this sanctuary, there will be no new stories to tell. So we're to go to war. Clay statues of dragons is how they represent it. Okay. I mean, which now it seems it will ruin us. Oh, yeah. The Overmind threatened to destroy us all. Yeah, I know. There's only one way to avoid war. I will destroy the Overmind himself. Give myself up to Lothas Nath willingly. The Overmind to come out of his nest to cure me of individuality. Perhaps becoming an adventurer was not my purpose at all. Creating the guild, traveling to distant lands, to secure resources, treating with dragons. Perhaps these were to serve a greater purpose, to protect my colony. So, how are you doing? Oh yeah, they're trying to get in. Hi. It is done. He is cured. Ah, there's the Overmind or One Mind or whatever. This guy isn't even Ravana. Look, this guy's no threat. I took down their primal. This idiot on a frickin' bug thinks he's gonna be a threat to me. You sow discord. You nurture deformity. You would murder the many. Actually, just murder you. Someone else will take your place, sure, but it might disrupt the One Mind long enough that even more of the Nath could get free. Oh! Is the Death Storm gonna pull like a Stargate moment and just turn around and shoot the other guy instead of me? He's right there. All you gotta do is turn and shoot. Hey, look, they showed up. Powerful allies, exactly. We've got hunters, we've got lancers, we've got dragons, we got some powerful allies. Oh, goblins too, yes, them as well. Oh! He's breaking the One Mind on the other guys, too. Now, that is strong sense of self. Like, he's not just resisting, he's also disrupting. Get on him. Like, he didn't just resist the voice of the One Mind, he actually disrupted the One Mind. That's pretty strong. Nah, don't let him withdraw. You're already disrupting things. A great fear in him, greater than his hate. The One Mind will avoid us for some time. Able to regain myself, but now I feel so exhausted. Let's return home to the guild. We only survived by clinging to each other. That was their conception of a colony. Yep. Yeah. They couldn't fathom the idea of them reaching out to outsiders to work together. We can forge alliances with others to enrich our colony. Cannot ascertain our strength. It's time to be my own master. I have burdened you long enough. All right, now let's go ahead and get started with the Moogle society quests, but the problem here is that we have this like entire list of quests we have to run through real quick before we can actually start their society. So let's just get this stuff done fast. You seriously think you're gonna take up arms fighting against dragons to protect Mogholm? Yeah, it's not happening. Haven't joined the Palm Guard yet. Prove I'm strong enough and I need you to help me. Well, then you're not strong enough. Time to run around helping random Moogles that are in trouble. You need to not run off and get ambushed, idiot. Yay, found the pebble. Nothing for the likes of a future Palm Guard member, except he almost got jumped and destroyed by a monster. So yeah, as soon as I finished the first quest, he walked away from here and traveled all the way over here. And all of his quests are these normal, like, yellow gold markers. None of them are blue. His quests are not marked well, and the Moogle tribe is locked behind doing all of his quests. It's really bad. All right, buddy. What now? Kill Wadgets? Yep. Go kill Wadgets. Pause already. Fight another one, and I'll get it this... Oh, God. I killed a Wadget, and then Moglio screwed up the process of collecting its spine, forcing me to have to kill another one. Almost had it that time. He screwed it up again. He screwed up the collection process twice, forcing me to not just kill 3 Wadgets, but kill them one at a time and go back to him every time to hear him whine. Never has been a Moogle so silently stealthy that he could screw up extracting a dead creature's spine 3 times. Another Moogle's worries are washed away. Much more work to be done. And now I have to track this idiot down again in his stupid yellow quests across this entire zone. He went to water the flowers for days and days, and then the dragon stomped on them, and he tried to berate the dragons, and they just, like, roared and chased him out of there. I must ask you to let me take care of this task myself. Okay, so he wants to go fight a dragon on his own. He's gonna fail miserably. Wow, good job, Moglio. You really did a wonderful job here. Don't mess with the Dragoon, who's way over-leveled. And that wasn't even the main dragon he wants to fight. Oh, look, another dragon that's totally destroying them because he's an idiot who can't do anything on his own. Stop trying to become a Palm Guard. You obviously can't do it. Almost had him that time. We finally completed our journey. Shamed I wasn't strong enough to protect this Moogle on my own. You weren't even close to strong enough. You basically just cowered whenever there was a fight. Oh, wow, a Palm Guard who's gone down. Moogle from the Palm Guard. He's been knocked unconscious, or is he napping? Caught unawares and attacked? Really? A tree attacked him. Did he just run into a tree while he was flying? It's a clumsy Moogle. If only I brought more Koopo nuts, I could pull through. Just a bump on the head and he's begging for Koopo nuts. Were you looking for me? I mean, oh, my poor head. Did you bring a Koopo nut? Maybe Moglio is perfectly suited for the Palm Guard, because they're all idiots, too. Yep. Moglio's gonna be able to become part of the Palm Guard. I thought he was completely incapable, but the fact is, the Palm Guard are a bunch of worthless idiots, too, so he'll fit in just fine. Strength is important, but it's nothing without courage. But he doesn't have courage. He cowered at every single fight along the way. Whatever. They're all stupid Moogles that I want to punt into the sky. Bye, morons. And then, in order to continue with the Moogle quests, we continue on with Moglu, right? Yeah, so we go straight into Moglu here. Oh my god, this is so freaking long. 13, 14, 15 more quests? Good god. The Moogles are not worth this game. Like, I have to go on an entire stupid adventure with the Palm Guards, with some worthless Moogle, then the worthless Palm Guards, then a bunch of crap in Ishgard, all so I can unlock an allied society I don't even care about. You know what, I think we're just gonna skip over the rest of this, because I really don't care. So we go through the whole process of helping a bunch of idiot Moogles deal with a bunch of idiot dragons who are all going after Zenith. And then finish off this last stupid dragon trying to take down the whole tower. who's not even a sync duty, so he's way outclassed by me. Also, these idiots can whine and cry about how all this stuff is falling more and more apart over the years and they can't do anything to fix it. Gee, I wonder what the Allied Society is going to be all about. And then it's off to Ishgard to talk to this unflinching knight and go into the mists and join our new dragoon friend Mayen here. And we help them scout out some of the churning mists areas and the like. Oh my god, they got attacked. Okay, are you guys ready to get out of here yet? Help them kill one big dragon. Time to lay the first brick. Finally, ish. This isn't even the actual quest I care about. So we help the giraffes meet the flying mole rats. Where these flying rats come up with the idea, maybe you Ishgard people should be the ones to rebuild the tower, because we don't know what we're doing. Teach us what you can at Mogholm so we can repair it ourselves. So now that we're done with all of that, we can finally swap out to a craftsman and talk to this dude to finally get started on the quest line that will take us to opening the Allied Society. That was like 2 hours of gameplay cut down to almost nothing. You are welcome. You idiots are being so insufferable that other people can't stand you anymore, not just me. 9 stonemasons down because the Moogles have a natural instinct to just prank people that they just refuse to ignore. So we're down to like the last stonemason in the entire city who's willing to put up with the Moogles' garbage. I like that this guy's able to play the games of the Moogles just as good as they do. Of course, he's aiming it at me, playing the doddering old fool so that he has to have an adventurer come with him to help. Don't fall for it, you stupid potato. He's playing you. Look at that smirk. So he's having me craft him a fake Kupo nut that's good enough to trick a Moogle. Whatever shall I do with all of these Kupo nuts? It's fake! How could something look so delicious be so disappointing? Both got them with the prank, but also impressed them with how well we crafted these things to make them look so real. Craft anything we can imagine? We swear on our palms to be diligent pupils. Yeah, sure you will. That's why you're an allied society that requires me to run around running 3 quests every single day for the next couple of months. Because you're all super dutiful. So we finally got them all to work at last after 20 quests and a bunch of annoyance. Time for our first of our Moogle quests post actually getting the quest line going. Yeah, so the Moogles from us are like trying to ignore us because they don't want to put in hard work. Okay, time for us to go play a prank on the Moogles of Asa. I dispatched several Moogles the moment the missive came. I'm afraid I sent them the wrong location. So he wants us to talk to an alchemist. Does he? Require your most potent medicine. Oh, and on a completely unrelated note, I brought you a gift. I just give you Ukubo nuts, larger than any I've ever seen, even more so than those achieved Mogul Secrets Reserve. I'm a supporter of the log vendors. I just thought I should express my gratitude. Of course, I understand. I would dare decline a gift from you. Is only a gift, yes, a bribe. Be dreadful if anyone was injured, especially so far from home. You'll have your medicine. Too much, and you may do more harm than good. I surrender. I must say your every trick is more impressive than the last. This was so impressive, in fact, that I brought a bounty of Kupo nut milk to give to everyone. Kupo nut milk, eh? The bounty of Kupo nut milk! Yay! They all just start getting drunk. What? Yep, they're all getting drunk. Once they're dozing, I need only whisper in their ears to complete my plan. Is he gonna use, like, sleep hypnosis to make them work? Working Moogle is a happy Moogle, Kupo. Oh god, yeah, he's using sleep hypnosis on them. Sun up to sundown, you work up a sweat and there you frown. It's the perfect day for breaking labor. You can cut them drunk, knock them out, and then hypnotize them in their sleep. Never get the rubble cleared. They began working eagerly at first, but they collapsed after carrying only one rock between them. The only cure is more cloud mallow. Their mount is a big giant puffball that sprays its little spores all over everything. Dare say I could clear the rubble myself. Working Moogle is a happy Moogle. They're exhausted again. Oh god, they're completely exhausted. Doing manual labor. Oh, the rubble has been cleared. Set them to work on the plaza's outer wall now. They lack the strength to lift the wall's heavy bricks. The master Mog Mender himself had a brilliant suggestion. Call upon the dragons for help. We are returned. Meet old D, but still a goodie. Actually, it looks like young D. If you were Moxon's friend, I'd be trembling in my boots. Made to believe you could hurl boulders through the skies. Of course! He's like, yeah, sure. In just 3 centuries, even the most colossal stone will be as a pebble in my claws. Yeah, exactly. Did you hear that? We need only wait 3 centuries. Fortunately, I have no pressing engagements for the next 300 years. What about you, Logsid? Those last to entreat my older brother for help then. Yeah, we want you to do manual labor as not the best opener with a dragon. I will not be made party to such whimsy. One chance then to show me the depth of your conviction. You're a crafter, then craft something with me. That which cannot speak yet can be heard. A big giant crate so you can put a tiny, tiny little horn on it. Need every ounce of high skill into its construction. Every ounce as well as the dash of nobody's skill for good measure. Does not speak yet it can be heard from even the highest peaks. Yeah, we know. Your dad does that too. Just blow this horn and I'll come flying down. Grace Felger bequeathed a magic to men that they fashioned sacred instruments to join in the chorus. So like when they sing their songs that call out to all the other dragons, basically all we hear is roars. So they bequeathed the creation of musical instruments to us. Oh, so he actually had us make a horn so that it could become his horn that like the Moogles will use to call him. All right, back to Barlez. And that finishes up another of the Moogle quests. And now we've got dragons lifting bricks and stuff for us. So now we've got this really adorable outside wall, which is all like pink and big fluffy palms on it. It's all Moogle inspired. He spoke it and he is livid. An ancient dragon. Passing, he asked after the Mog Menders and became enraged when I told him of your work here. Okay, that is a big dragon, that's for sure. To undo my efforts to keep Barlez forgotten. Several Racefelger's own brooder, even now lifting stones at a show of support. I can't oppose the will of Racefelger if there is truth in your words. Restore the splendor of ages past to Barlez, and I shall oppose you no longer. Plaza held a fountain from which flowed an unending stream long ago. How about you? Any ideas? Yeah, spring crystals. Out near Oakzundu, there's an entire area full of water-producing spring crystals. Have him fly over a crystal that seems to have water trickling from its surface. This might be one of them. Each running dry before reaching its base. It seems there is little hope that this can be used. Okay, so this one's drained. Don't worry, you're in the company of dragons. When I unleash my mighty roar, this crystal will awaken. He thinks he can, like, recharge its ether with his roar. Simply need some time to gather my strength. 1 century should do the trick. I cannot wait even 100 years? I pity you, truly. Suppose I'll have to ask brother for his help again. Target this and... roar! There we go. Water spraying forth. Crystal will be perfect for our fountain. We've gathered more than enough shards to keep the fountain flowing indefinitely. There were none. Through will, perseverance, and determination, we were able to find a solution. Those words. It is nothing. Proceed, Moogle. I see. He's remembering someone like 1,000 years ago who's just like, with will, determination, and perseverance, we can do anything kind of nonsense. Like we're awakening memories or something. Very well, you may remain in Barlez. On one condition. Rising from the fountain was once a statue, a monument to friendship and peace. You will see it restored to Barlez. Luckily, that's the end of that bit of the questing for me. They put a new fountain in, and it's a giant poof ball, just like everything else they're doing here. Observe the Mogmenders at work, and one thing that struck me was the feebleness of their blows. Oh, they have really crappy tools. Wind-aspected tools, which I believe the Mogmenders will be able to swing as mightily as we swing our own. Hammer, it's different from the others. Yes, it is. Good, now go start hammering chunks of stone out of the wall, which, yes, just means he has a great new hammer. Ready to begin the work on the Mogmender's first official commission, the statue. We know only that it stood more than 1,000 years ago during the age when dragon and man lived together. Statue likely depicted a dragon and man. Brother once told me many such sculptures used to dot the land. The Temple Knights spent generations chasing heretics. Doubtless they've seen at least a few of their idols. An idol seized from the heretics. My apologies for such a request not within my power to grant. Letter from Lord Tarson. That cunning old fox is none other than Tarson de Zamail, formerly Count Tarson de Zamail. His reasoning is sound. I see no harm in following his plan. There you go. Here's your heretical statuette. Yeah, House Zamail is all about mastery. Mastery of wood, steel, and stuff. Okay, so they're the big, like, craftsmen of the houses. He raised his sons, teaching them nothing of the joy of crafting, so they were all focused on stupid politics. So return to the task at hand. A statue must be built. I don't know, is Golembursty gonna like it? I've not seen this statue in a long time. It is as it was, almost. Your work is adequate. Okay, so he accepts it. Promised I shall leave you be. Most adequate? Why would he say that? Like now he's becoming a perfectionist. What was it that... Oh, I see you summoned Old D as well. Yes, everybody is here because Mogson for some reason suddenly got the inspiration to be a crazy artisan. I cannot be content to leave the statue in its current state. I'll not rest until it's perfect. Let's ask ourselves why Golembursty demanded the statue be built in the first place. Surely there are other dragons that are friendly with him. Many moons did Golembursty labor to build the very plaza you now endeavor to repair. There you go. Mayhap his discontent is rooted in the past. Look to the plaza's ruins if you'd know more. Unity and brotherhood now and forevermore. Marinch de Forashort? Marinch de Forashort. Magon and Golembursty. A man, a Moogle, and a dragon. To him the statue was more than a monument of friendship and peace. It was a monument to his friendship. So we'll make it our duty to restore this tablet. Oh look, there's the plaque at the bottom of it now. Unity and brotherhood now and forevermore. Yeah. Mugs and no money, mo money. Tarsa de Zamail, Uldi, Marish de Forashort, Magon, and Golembursty. Hi guys. So how do you like it, pal? Oh, very good. Okay, so he likes it. Remember the day we finished building? Morgan's indignant protests. Where's the Moogle statue? You make me so mad, Kupo. Oh yeah, they added a Moogle to this. I completely missed that on the first look. They added a little Moogle to the statue above the plaque. My blessings and my thanks. I'll keep the skies of Varla safe. Huzzah! Oh god, the Moogle dance! Oh my god, it's so dumb that a bunch of knights just suddenly burst out into Moogle dance out of nowhere. The one thing that fully finishing the Allied Societies all the way up to rank 8, rather than just where the story ends at rank 7, is that they give me a few new items that I can get from them. The Allied Society outfits, so that I could dress up in a terrible, terrible costume that kind of looks like them. The framer kits with their goofy little Allied Society things for your adventurer plate. And lastly, the mounts as well. So the Sanua for the Vanu here, the big old flying beetle Kongamato for the Vath, and of course the goofy little puffball that sprays its spores around to give people energy for the Moogles. And now that we have finished all of the Allied Society quests for Heavensward, that means we can pop down here to Idleshire and go have a little chat with Dry Docks here, because it's time to start When Good Dragons Go Bad, which is the beginning of our Intersocietal Quests, bringing all of the allied societies of Heavensward together for one final storyline. Deafdarm was just here looking for Uplander. New busy deals. Yay, I am back. Yeah, tremendous opportunity to expand the Adventurers Guild. The Dofnir spoke of another tribe that might benefit from our services. We called them Muggles? Must make the acquaintance of these. What were they called again? Pains in my asses, Kupo. A pupil of yours? I thought I was your oldie pupil. Girls, there's plenty of the potato to go. Actually, there's really not. He's kind of tiny. Mole rat, meet Bugman. Can only offer you menial tasks. Collecting rubbish, cracking Kupo nuts, etc. Collecting. Very well. Consider your Kupo nuts as good as cracked. Consider your nuts cracked. Oh, something up with Old D. Golem took him under his tutelage in hopes of teaching him to roar like a mighty dragon. Means to show off his roar to his dear friend Mogzin. Oh yeah, he learned that Moogles will be dead by the time he can roar like a big dragon, so he's trying to speed up the process. Ache fiercely. Mogzin's left the shell breaking, busy work behind. Koopa nuts are cracked. Then rocks are picked up. Mogzin? Yup. It was a trick. That wasn't much of a trick, dude. Surprise! Only difference is the hammer, but no one notices. I noticed it wasn't moving. Never been so insulted in my life. You repay me with mockery? I take umbrage at this. What? It's just like, what? But tricks are how we play. Golem gone mad. He nearly torched an unwitting temple that... Oh, crap. Wow, he's enraged. Uh-oh, he's breaking bad. We were set upon by a masked man brandishing an imposing firearm. Struck by a bullet, and the man made a swift retreat. Okay. So he shot him with some sort of gun that basically, like, corrupted his ether or something. Tell me, did this masked man have only one tiny little mask that covered one eye and it was made of metal? Was it a masked CatMan? Me and Deafdarm are off to pursue the assailant. Since been sighted in Somal. Back to Lothas Vath to talk to the storyteller first. What are you doing way out here? Why'd you get attacked by so many Nath? Something strange about these one mind. These ones, they set upon us with a savage and almost uncontrollable rage. Did they all get shot by a gun recently? Drydox heard sound before Walkie Bug's attack went boom. Yep, so they all got blasted by a gun, which drove them mad. Making a name for himself in these parts, and it ain't a good one. He's an adventurer, but not one of the nice ones like your master here. Nothing short of the most ruthless assassin our realm has ever seen. Yep. See, I'm pretty sure it's the same CatMan. Heading for Western Highlands of Kurthis. We're chasing the dude with the mask. You guys have seen him? Yes, they have. See him nigh blast the head off one of my loyal men before commandeering our brand new Mana Cutter and flying it off. Man and my Mana Cutter were last sighted heading for the Sea of Clouds. Yeah, we do have to get the Vanu involved at some point. Vanu of Ogundunaki? Names and sounds are unfamiliar to me. Yeah, let's just go. We're going off to meet my other friends that I've made recently. Did you seriously already get arrested, buddy? Monstrous bird creatures captured me. I think they mean to eat me. Celebrate your arrival with a great feast. Funny when more Campa stumbles into our trap like clumsy Paisa. Yep, they're planning to eat him. Surely tasty. Bring Shellcracker. Your pupil. Oh, forgive me. Vanu fears for his sister? She departs Okundunaki in search of ideas for new dance. I think we need to go find her with this idiot running around with a gun that drives people insane. Let's do that, please. She seems fine. Isn't the most succulent looking Umura Campa. I will not be eaten. Nose was deceived by your most inviting aroma. Came here to practice her new dance? Surely you have encountered new dance in your travels. Yes, I've encountered the Moogle dance. Oh, okay. So if you just do any slash dance, then it cuts to this cutscene where he's doing this dance instead. What is with this dancing? You forget these overgrown birds. Would have thought you of all people would understand the seriousness of our task. Yes, to we dance is not foolish. It's an act as sacred as life and death. My eyes see true, that is. Oh, did we find the masked man with a gun? There he is. Idiot Masked CatMan. I knew it was going to be the same guy. I know better than to expect common courtesy from beastmen brutes. Yeah, there's a face I never thought I'd see again. What did you do to the dragon? I did my job and nothing more. Scour the turning mist for a mighty dragon, pierce his scales with a single bullet. It would warp his mind and twist his heart, till all that remained was a brute consumed with pure animal rage. And that deft arm, an adventurer, just like the master who trained me. Oh god, I thought you heard the witless antling say he was an adventurer. He is. I started a whole adventurers guild, dumbass. More of an adventurer than you'll ever be. What master do you serve? Some imperial lackwit, yep, whose name I could not be bothered to remember. A fool's coin is worth as much as any man's. Lower your weapon. I'm unarmed, but I suppose I should know better than to expect decency from an animal. Jesus, CatMan. Just shoot him. He's not unarmed, idiot. Well, at least his staff managed to catch the bullet. Wonder what this might do to a Nath. Or a Vanu, even. What? What are you aiming at? Because I'm a tiny potato, it looked like his sights were like a foot over my head. Who dares intrude on Gundu lands? Oh, great. A bunch of random ones for him to blast and turn evil. Why'd they bother showing off that bracelet? Does it give him some level of control over them? Or just protect him from them? Yeah, I don't think it gives him control over them. I think those bracelets maybe protect him from their rage, though. We will dance them away! Are we gonna sun drop or are we gonna moon lift? Nope, sun drop. Come on. These dances have legitimate, like, ether properties to them. Don't tell me we can't, like, overcome your corrupted ether with the power of our dance. Does not reach them. I know not if I am ready, but there is no other way. Yep, her new dance she's gonna show off. The moon lift. A new dance that you've never even seen. Deft arm. It's just like, what the hell are you doing? Like, see? These dances have real power, Deft arm. This is like a massive surge of ether from them. Madness has taken us. Forgive us, we did no harm. We actually managed to purify their ether with the moonlift dance. It's such a stupid dance. Look how dumb these dances are. Different beings, but together we lift each other to new heights. Lunar Volley would name her new dance Moonlift. A fine name, would you agree? Where to next? Where did he go? We don't have to return to Mog home. They came to us. Look, we have here a cuddly little Gala cat and a fledgling chick. What are you supposed to be? I've never seen such a portly, pudgy bird in my life. You do me too great an honor with your words. Such a portly, pudgy bird. She's like, you honor me with such wonderful words. She's so used to thinking of herself as a runt compared to the other Vanu that he's like a big fat bird, and she's like, oh, you honor me. He let out a mighty roar, Golembursty, and soared off to the northeastern skies in a rage. Surely there's a way to reach him and restore his senses. The northeastern sky... Did he go to Oz's Law? As dance can reach the heart of us Vanu, surely there's a way to call out to your dragon friend. Roars. Roars. Yeah, it's all gonna come full circle back around. Old D is gonna have to learn how to roar much younger than most dragons do, so his roar can break through Golembursty's rage. That land of nightmares where all Vanu are forbidden to tread, so she can't come with us. You're going home? What foolishness! No, why are you going home? You'll be better off without me. You must. Believe me, Kubo. Eternity, loyalty, honesty. This is probably the last quest in this Intersocietal, since it also gives me the dance. How do we find Golumbursty? Feel the presence of mighty dragons all around us. Like, I think there are descendants from Mericidia still running around up here somewhere. Surely they'd not be averse to letting a fellow dragon their wisdom. I think they're all insane, dude. Is there no dragon who will listen to reason? There's one. A child of mine own. What dost thou seek to visit me in my lair of desolation and woe? Let you return to your torment. I understand, and I will let you return to your torment. But my friends and I were just wondering, might a dragon by the name of Golumbursty have come this way? It's a friend of ours, quite large and red and driven mad recently. Sorrowful sight he was, tearing through the skies, racked with wrath. There is one in these lands who wields an ancient power that can bring even mighty worms to heal. Not in this den of woe. Fly swiftly to the floating island that lies northeast of here. Please try not to suffer too much, won't you? One clean shot and a mighty dragon can be brought to heel. Put this Neuralink about his neck and he'll be my loyal dog. Time to kill this idiot. All of this just so he could show up the idiots at school who told him he was a dumbass for trying this. Like, we just kill these idiots? Well, not kill the CatMan. Obviously, he's gonna get away again after we beat his ass. Double, no, triple your pay. Exterminate them at once. Oh, think I'll decline. You've already given me something of far greater value. This toy and some most amusing playmates. I will break your stupid bracelet so he can eat you. Hand over my bracelet. Without it, I am going to die. Yes, you are. Bye, moron. Didn't even have to deal with him. Showed up and died in the same cutscene. So worthless. Say, Golumbursty, stop this at once, Kupo. Oh, it's the toy. It's just the toy. Yeah. He used his little trick toy to catch his attention. Mogson, no! Oh. Hey, that got him to roar. There you go. Thinking Mogson died got oldie to roar. Little does he know it's just a stupid little toy. And it was my roar that brought him back. And yet Mogson, it's like Mogson's fine, dummy. Eat that CatMan. You're the one who did this to me. Oh, yeah, bracelet doesn't work if they aren't driven insane. Happy to do it again. Bam! Huzzah! My marvelous mannequin comes to the rescue. I must say I was hoping to make a more dramatic entrance. Another mockery, and here I was about to shed a tear for you. You owe me an apology. No. Shoot him again. Oh. So much for we're not supposed to go there, but I am glad that she showed up. Yep. All the tribes coming together once again. She just stomped his gun. Surrounded by beastmen again. I mean, I know ultimately it's just gonna make him hate beastmen even more and show up in Stormblood, but realistically, how many times do you have to get your ass beat by beastmen before you're like, you know what? Any logical adventurer nugget in your brain would just go, you know what? Financially, it's just not worth messing with beastmen anymore. Is he going to, like, amass more and more accessories with each Intersocietal quest? Just like some new piece of crap he's wearing in the next one? Not so fast. Not call myself the deft arm for nothing. Is he a crack shot? I would think the keen eye would be a better shot, but hey, deft arm I guess is more steady hand-eye coordination. Shot him out of the sky. Nice. Bye, CatMan. See you in Stormblood. Only way I could help was with my pranks. The way you shot down that airship. Forgive me for asking an adventurer of your skill to haul rocks and crack Koopa nuts. We're all gonna sit around heaping praise on one another. Do not forget it was none other than I who brought Golumbursty back to us. Stay close by my side. I'll see you home safely. Alright. Time for us all to return. But like, at least the main contacts for the societies are here, right? Like Linu, Volley, Mogzin, and Deft Arm are all here, so maybe this is where it'll end. Let's dance together and build a double rainbow to span the skies. Moonlift dancing all night long. Hey, the Deft Arm's not doing too bad. Yeah, Deft Arm's not too bad at it. I'm surprised there's even like a dancing animation for the Vath rig. The Mogzin's not doing too bad either. Until our next adventure, says the person who, now that I've finished all 3 of these allied societies, I'll probably never talk to again. The end!